With Trevor only, the first one is very easy, as I've already shown in some of the other parts. Just watch out for the flames, keep a step or so away, and just immediately move as soon as that hand goes up. You only have a second to move away, obviously. The good thing is Trevor does a lot of damage to Dracula, so the first form won't be too much trouble with only Trevor. The second form, however, is a little bit more of a pain. Not as easy as Grant, because he's not going to be able to move as quickly or jump as high. And as well as no multi-projectiles that can go in a range, you're not going to have as easy a time hitting it up in the air. If I had kept the axe item before entering this battle, I obviously could have used that to my advantage, but unfortunately I picked up the knife right before this fight. But if you do bring that axe along, you can actually do a lot of damage to it while it's in the air, using up the hearts that you collected throughout the stage. But even without that, it just takes a few extra seconds. Just wait for him to come down and go under when the opportunity arises to deal your damage to him. The top two heads are obviously the hardest to hit with Trevor, because you have to time your jump so that you reach the height, so you can deliver a hit to either side of those heads. Once it's taken care of, it's time for the final boss battle. The problem with Trevor, of course, if you do have those axes, once again they're going to come in handy as you'll be able to hit them in the middle. But without them, what we're going to have to wait for is for the platforms to go in the direct direction that we want. Anytime the two platforms split up from one another, you're going to have a good opportunity to deliver hits to the boss. Because you're standing on either the left or right one, doesn't matter what side you come from, and deliver the hits. Just be very careful while doing this that not only you don't get hit by the projectile from the boss, but when you time your jumps to deliver your whip attacks, you don't accidentally miss the platform when you fall back down and land in any of the big open spaces that the blocks leave when they go up. The only bad part about the projectiles overall during this part is you don't have as high a jump as some of the other characters, and it's a little bit harder to do a direct jump over those projectiles. So that may take a few tries in order to get that timing down. But when the opportunity arises and those platforms are in the exact right position, you'll be able to deliver a lot of hits to them, usually 4 or 5 in a time. So we get to collect the orb, and now we get to sit back, relax, and enjoy the final ending, the Trevor-only ending to Dracula's Curse on the NES. So there we have it. All the endings to Dracula's Curse, all the possibilities for battles against Dracula at the end. I hope you guys have enjoyed this play it through. It's one of my all-time favorite games on the NES. Probably one of my favorite games of all time. I think I showed off just about every level possible. I think I showed off just about almost every scenario possible throughout the game. So, anyway, that's going to wrap up this edition of Play It Through. I would like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.